Greetings everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online, once again on Kel. So I got another request to see what I could put together for an Amarr pilot for the T1 at least combat sites. And so I put together an Omen, which is great because I've wanted a reason to have an Omen for a while for PvE. I just like the ship, I like lasers, I like the Amarr stuff, so I wanted to go with this. It's very close to the Gentleman Gamer's fit that he used to run Tier 3 site on CC back a few weeks ago. Ironically, just ended up that way. I built it, then I went and checked his and tweaked a couple things based on his fit, but pretty much we came up with the same fit, so that's pretty great. Means it must be decent, right? I hope that's what it means. Or it fails miserably, and I don't know why. Mine doesn't work for Tier 1s and his works for Tier 3s, but we'll figure this all out. I'm just going to get the ship into position back at our home system so I can pick up a filament. I did pick up a few extra drones and stuff while I was out for some other stuff, so we'll get that all sorted out. But let's go over the fit real quick. So in the highs, I have focused medium pulse laser 2s. I went with the focused mediums because they have a higher tracking than the heavy pulse lasers. So they do a little bit less damage, but they're better tracking. And T2, I find, especially lasers in general, but especially pulse lasers, I really like the T2 version with Scorch and Conflagration ammo. I also do carry, and I'll tell you about all the ammo in a minute, but I like the Tier 2s. You could probably drop this down to meta and just use multi-frequency and standard. Would probably do just fine. But I figured if I'm going to build one that I might use, I'll fit it for T2. This time around, this is one of the things I changed. I was using an afterburner when I built my fit, but a Gentleman Gamer had a Microwarpdrive on his, so I want to try that out. Maybe see about positioning a little quicker than I have been the last little while. But we'll see how it goes. It does affect our capacitor a little bit, which will some of the other tweaks that I made with this fit. Let's keep warping here. So we do have a Microwarpdrive, 50 meganewton, just a standard. I bid Restrained just to save a little bit of capacitor. We have a Tech 2 Stasis Webifier. Again, could meta this if you need to. I can fit Tech 2s, so I bought one. A Republic Fleet large capacitor battery. Now, because we went Microwarpdrive, I had to up it from a medium to the large. If you go medium and an afterburner, you can fit it without the Republic Fleet. You can just do a Tech 2 battery. But because I had to up to a large, I needed the Republic Fleet for fitting. So that brings the overall cost down by about 30 million if you can switch it to a Tech 2 medium and an afterburner. But I wanted to go with this to see how it works. Damage control 2 times adaptive nano membranes. I was going to do a reactive hardener, but it affects our capacitor a little bit too much, and if we do get neuted, which doesn't happen all that often in T1s, but if we do get neuted, I didn't want to have the extra drain. Medium armor repper, so it is an active armor repping fit. We rep at 46 hit points per second, which isn't fantastically amazing, but it should be doable in a Tier 1. 2 times heatsink 2s. Medium auxiliary nano pump 2. If you want to save a little bit more, you can also drop this down to a Tech 1. Saves about 20 million if you drop it down. And then 2 capacitor control circuits just to give us enough battery to do what I need to do. Now, we're not going to be flying under Microwarpdrive the entire time. So with our Scorch ammo, which is our longer range ammo, 300 DPS, we are cap stable with everything running. Same with standard. If we get neuted a little bit, we can switch to standard, drop our DPS a little more, get some better tracking. So it tracks at 36 versus 27, I think. Hang on. Get in there. You can do it. Oh, it's not linked. Yeah, 27 if we use the Scorch. So we track a little better with normal. So if we do find we're not hitting it, say there's lots of drones, we can switch to normal as well, which would be a nice change. And then I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but let's conflag. There we go. This is our highest DPS. So this will be if we run into a battleship, battle cruiser, maybe even against cruisers, we can switch to conflag when we get in close. At 400 DPS, but we only have 11 minutes, which is half the site. So we're probably we'll keep Scorch loaded. The nice thing with lasers is that they reload automatically, so you just cycle them down and then you can just reload, switch just whichever one you want and keep going. I ended up with 5 extra of these, that's fine. So yeah, we're going to start with Scorch loaded and we'll switch to the Imperial Navy standard if we end up with lots of frigates or drones and we're finding we're not hitting them. The Webifier will help with that as well. In the drone bay right now I have 8 Acolyte IIs, and I'm bringing with me 8 of the other 3 as well, so we'll swap these out based on what site we're running just to help a little bit. I was running tier 2s with my Gila and I forgot some Imperial Navy infiltrators in the site, so I had to pick 2 more of those up as well. But that's basically the fit. I will post it in the comments down below in the description of the video. If you guys want to go over it and take a look. Again, this is at request. One of my viewers was asking what I can do about Amarr, so I bought myself an Omen. Why not? But let's go ahead. I'm going to dock up in our station. We will drop off our spare drones and see what we have for tier 1 filaments. I have been grinding up tier 2s. I do have some tier 3 filaments, so I will be taking a look at my Gila fit and then maybe taking it into a tier 3 as well, either today or tomorrow. I'm hoping. We'll see how my schedule looks, but I wanted to get this out there for all those Amarr pilots that can't fly the Caracal or the Rupture or the Vexor that I showed, and for people that don't want to spend, 3 to 4 to 500 million on something else just to run tier 1 sites. Again, Afterburner should be fine for a tier 1 site. Should be just fine, and that way you can also do a T2 medium battery and save 30 million or more on the fit. Alright, so let's drop these off. They go in ammo because I don't have a drone box just yet. Alright, Abyssal sites. What do we got? This would be good in a fire, actually. Those are my tier 3s. Tier 1. Do I have a tier 1? I have dark. Is that all I have for tier 1s right now? Oh, wow. Well, dark isn't going to be the greatest. Let's see. Well, we're not relying on the drone, so it might not be too bad. It does increase the maximum velocity and a penalty to turret range. I would have liked a fire, but that's what we have. That's what we will run. So it's not going to matter what damage type we do, right? Did I read that right? Speed and turret range, yeah. So that'll be interesting. Let's do it. It is one of the hardest ones, I guess people were saying. A lot of people don't like running the darks, so let's just do it. So the biggest thing is our drones are going to have trouble hitting, so we are going to have to rely on our turrets and our webs to help. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll lose it. We'll see. First test. I haven't even flown it yet. It is insured, so off we go. Landing on my site. Alright. So we got our... There's probably... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I was going to say I could have left some of the ammo at home, but let's just bring it. It's not that expensive. I think we're only losing like 9 million. Not a problem. So with my Gila running tier 2s, I have easily paid for this ship in loot, so not too worried about it. Especially Isogen 10 goes really well. I've kept every filament. I don't sell the filaments. I've sold a little bit of Isogen 10 and some of the other stuff. Been keeping the mutaplasmas as well. Just don't want to play around with them if I get something interesting. But here we go. First sight. What do we get? 2 cruisers. Okay, let's do this. We'll kind of go off. We have to have close distance, so we'll go straight at them. We will Microwarpdrive in close. Don't have anything to turn on just yet. We shoot out to 16. So this switch to Conflag. And we shoot out to 8. Okay, turn this off. Maybe let's just orbit this for a second, just so we don't get too lost here. We can't hit him. He's going out too far. Let's shoot this one. Put our Acolytes out as well and see if we can't hit this thing. Wow. Okay, Scorch it is. Not Scorch. Scorch is out to... Wow. Okay. We're going to have to close in on them. Fine. Set default orbit to 5K. I think that's what it was, actually. It's okay. That was a little bit of a flub. There we go. Now we can hit this guy. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. Watch our drones. There's our armor. I mean, we know that we can run all this. Let's slow him down as well. Oh, we're not close enough. Get within 10, slow him down. Swap to conflag. There we go, beautiful. Let's orbit this guy. Slow him down. Conflag. And let's see if we can't take him down. What do we shoot at? 8. Yeah, so we're in. We got to get it close to our optimal. 4,000, so we should. See how this goes. The armor rep is definitely okay in this fight. Seems to be maintaining just fine. All right. Yeah, so the dark thing just threw me off because we're traveling a little faster than I'd expected, and the shorter ranges threw me off just a little, but that's okay. Web them so we can't get away. Conflag. Let's do some repping. Let's throw my drones on this real quick just to pop it. We'll head towards it in a second. So we can pulse the Microwarpdrive to close distances, which is great. Wow, they're taking a hot minute. They can't hit it. See? That's what I was talking about. The drones just can't. They just can't do it. So that's all right. Get in tight. He's going fast enough. Oh, the web let go. That's why. Not that. Webbing the can isn't going to do us any good. It's not going anywhere. Let's web this guy. There we go. That'll get us in. There we go. I kind of fubbed that up a bit. I've been using drones, relying on drones way too much the last couple days. My drones, well, they're hitting them at least. Excellent. Let's pop this. Call our drones. All the hotkeys coming out. No loot. Tier site 1. Okay. Honestly, I'm not going to worry about shields. Just going to get going here. That's good there. Give this a quick pulse to close the distance. So yeah, the drones, you can see how they weren't even able to hit that can because of the speed increase. So the speed increase coupled with the turret shortening, a range shortage. Well, the shorter turret range is what I was trying to say, but I can't words. Joined together so that the drones would Microwarpdrive in really close, try to shoot, but they'd overshoot, take their shots, and then by the time, yeah, they were slingshotting around the target is basically what was happening. So we're definitely going to have to carefully web these. We're going to make sure we just approach them. Let's start with Scorch. So we start shooting a little earlier. As they close in, web them. We'll see what kind of range we can maintain on these guys. So he is webbed. Am I hitting him? Even under webs? Okay. Do we have turret tracking tower? We have multi-tracking. Let's go over to this. Let's drag him over to this tower where we can get a tracking buff. Let's get our drones out too, see if we can't maybe hit this guy. And we are going to pulse the Microwarpdrive to get over there. Just one pulse should do it, because we travel so fast. Oh, he got out of web range. He's out of shoot range now, so that's okay. We should be picking up this this deal here in just a second. Let's give one more pulse of the MWD just to get our butts over there. And we can do that. There we go. He's webbed. We're hitting him a little bit. The acolytes are missing. We're hitting him. All right, tracking bonus. That's going to help. And web. Can we get him webbed? There we go. So that should also help my drones. There we go. That's better. So this is how you use the terrain. I'm using the turret here to get a 80% tracking speed bonus. So we're now tracking at 48, which is beautiful. The other option would have been to switch to... This guy's taking a bit of heat. We'll pull him back. Oops, I just webbed the other guy, but that's okay. Is he back? Yep. Let's pull another one out. This one's getting heat. Pull him back. Just manually do it. He's back. Pull another one out. This one's taking heat. Pull him back. And everything's holding. And it's beautiful. And that one can come out. We'll web that guy. And so that is not a problem. Pull in the drones. Let's come towards that. Let's pulse the Microwarpdrive to get over there. Armor's hold. So Scorch seems to be the way to go on the small ones. That seemed to work just fine. Again, I could have switched to standard, but the tower, I think, benefited us enough, obviously. One more room and 12 minutes to go. Let's stop that. Let's shoot this thing. Loot it. So there we go. That's 8 mil worth of stuff. Hey, there's an exotic filament. Excellent. We have another T1. This is actually working quite well. I'm pretty impressed so far with this first site. We're 11, so let's pulse the microwarp. Get over there. I am actually kind of liking this Microwarpdrive in here with this ship. It seems to be working quite well. And let's get into it now. Last room. What do we get? Okay, so utilizing 80% tracking bonus. Ooh. Okay, so we have automatic suppressor and we have a tracking. Let's just see if we can't. Let's orbit this guy first. We'll start with that. See if we can't shoot one of these. This one. Let's switch to normal. Or standard, sorry, not normal. Can we hit it? We'll turn this off. Yeah, we're hitting him. That's not so bad. Web, armor repper. I hit the mouse button and the shortcut key at the same time. Oh, wow. Overheat, overheat. This thing's hurting. Okay. Probably because I got webbed by this thing. Get him. It's not dying. Die that. Okay, we need to pull range maybe. Too tight on the battlecruiser. Didn't think of that. We're going to die because I hit the wrong thing too hard. Shoot. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have come in on the battlecruiser so hard. See if we can flag, see if we can melt this thing fast enough to save us, but I don't think we can. Damn it. I bet you this thing is a... It's a field weaver. What's he doing? Okay, what are we doing now? Let's pulse the Microwarpdrive, see if we can pull some range here. Just a wee bit. No, that was probably a mistake. That armor repper's just barely holding us, but we got to kill something. Is it being repped by the Mistweaver? I think it is. Let's get our drones on him. We lost a couple drones because I wasn't paying attention. All right. I think that's okay now. We can stop overheating our repper. Okay. All right. Pull you in. Wow. Drones are getting eaten by the battlecruiser. There. Okay. We lost all of our drones because I wasn't able to pay attention, but I saved my ship. So, web him. Get our drones back out now. Actually, you know what was probably eating them? Was the automatic suppressor. All right. Let's head in on this guy. Web him. We can probably hit him with... No, we're missing. Let's switch to standard. Ooh, okay, we got through it. That was a little hairy there for a second, but we made it. All right. We'll just approach on to him so we can keep as best as we can traversal. What? That wasn't even a word. Okay, let's see if we can get him to follow in behind us, actually. That might work. We'll go towards this. So we have to blow that up anyway. If we can get him to fall in line, pulse the MWD, just to get us up so he has to fall in behind us. And if we have to, we'll pull him over to the multi-body tracking unit, but I don't think we need to, it's dead. So that's okay, we lost a couple drones, we lost 6. But I think, let's see, what do we get? Was it worth it? No, not really. That's okay. That is a complete site. If I hadn't have screwed up that initial engagement, I probably should have gone straight for the battlecruiser right from the hop, in hindsight, because he did a lot of damage really fast, but we did it. So that's a T1 site in the Omen. Pretty alpha friendly, even if you don't train T2 guns, which you can do as an alpha. I said jump, right? There we go. And we pulled out a little bit of loot. Let's turn on to not ammo. So not a great run, but that's 11 million, so that should pay for the drones we lost, and then some. We get another T1 filament we can run, so that's pretty cool. And there we go. So that's my Omen. My solution for Amarr characters should be pretty alpha friendly. I don't think there's anything on here an alpha can't use other than maybe the T2 web. But again, just use a Tech 1, a meta web. Everything else should be good to go. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below if there's something else you'd like to see me attempt. I'm not super rich, but I will buy what I can, if I can. Stay tuned in the next day or two for the potential loss of my Gila in a T3. It shouldn't be a problem, but as you can see, I can make mistakes and lose a bunch of drones and almost lose my ship, but there we have it. As always, folks, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. See y'all next time.